Good morning, traders. I thought I'd send out a quick video just to update you on our change of positions. As you know, we went short when Bitcoin drifted through this ascending support level. Let me just quickly back up a little bit. As you remember, we went up, broke through there. We took a short position, and then we went to the downside. So if I go back to the 30, the way we traded this, short position there, came down, tried to stop us out. I was very flexible in terms of our stop loss just because it was the first kind of retest, first bump up before it went down. So I held on to that position, came all the way down, again, staying short. I then drew a line over there and kind of brought this down like that. So when we came up to retest the support, I added to our short position, waiting for us to go lower. But then we shot down and kind of went up. I decided to take profit as we broke through this resistance. So we kind of missed this whole leg down, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Again, I was being very cautious because we were shorting when the market was going up. So it was a counter trend position that I'm not too keen on. And again, like I mentioned, if you want to do one of those, be ready to get out as soon as you can. So made a little bit of a profit, but nothing to write home about. And we are now looking to go forward, go upwards. Now, if I go back to the 4-hour chart, you can see that it Bitcoin came down, touched on the EMA 50. Now, this could spark a, a rally to the upside. As we mentioned beforehand, we are expecting to get to these 145 area potentially in the next couple of weeks or next couple of days or so. So I don't know how long this pullback's going to last for. It could go down here, like we originally said, come off this 50% retracement from this coming up, and then bounce from there and go that, or it could equally just go straight like that. Now, what I've done is I have taken a long position off that when it bounced off that uh, support over here at 12900. As I took that position, expecting for it to go up, I've also taken a long position on drift. Reason being is that we can see that we've had a nice little pullback into this area now, supported by rising supports over here. It might go a little bit lower, not too sure, but we have this rising SMA 200. We've got rising supports here. We've got a nice little buy zone. If it starts breaking down below, say, 0.73, I might cut that. You can see I got a stop loss at, well, just below, well, at 0.7. Radium went along as well. As you can see, it's come down onto these very nice um, uh, support levels here. We've been looking to get long around these levels anyway, so I'm very happy with this. I'm glad it did come down so we can find this this position over in alts. I mean, if we take a step out, I mean, you can see we're looking at a very nice potential breakout to the upside if we bounce from these levels. Again, I thought if we look at the drawdown, I mean, at that 10% retracement from here, or it's further drawdown from here, gets us way below the support level. So I think we're fairly protected. If we start drifting through these rising supports and looking like we're going to test this the support, I might consider cutting the position. But for now, I think we are looking good to the upside. Near, very similar. We've got these rising support levels, and if we take a step back, I mean, those just look very nice for us to break through this resistance at 3.38. If we can do that, that'll be fantastic. In terms of our risk management, let me just show you what we did. As again, I said that we went short from there. We were flexible on this spike. We had a very nice profit down here, but we stayed in the position, and then I cut it loose when I'm there. I actually added to the position here, and then I cut it loose a little bit further because obviously by adding to the position, it lowered my entry point, and I was more heavily leveraged on that position. So a little bit of a profit, but again, nothing great. If I jump onto our risk management, you can see where we are now. Again, over here, we closed our BTC position. We went from 0.006 up to a 0.01. I obviously added a little bit to that position, but then again got out, and we did about $2.20 on that. So only a 4% profit. But again, I mean, that would have been very, very nice if we took profit at the bottom, but it's not always going to work out. Never look down on a profit. That's what I say. And we're now open on BTC, Drift, Near, and Radium. You can see we are now in the second column still. I was hoping that that pullback down to 117,500 would have got us very nicely into this 81 band, but it is what it is, and we're now looking to go long. That being said, I will be looking to cut those positions if they start drifting a little bit too much down. So we just keep an eye on that. But we're locked and loaded in our trades. We're now looking at going to the upside, and so I'm confident with that. I feel far better in our positions now because we're not doing a counter trend. These are not counter trend positions. We're now going firmly with the upside, and we are expecting a nice jump there. Again, it could fall down to 117,500 and confirm our original thesis. However, at this point in time, I am going by the expectation that it could potentially bounce off this EMA 50 because, well, we are expecting to hit all-time highs rather imminently. So it could be a little bit of a shallow pullback before going higher. Anyway, traders, if I don't speak to you tomorrow, have a great weekend and be safe. All the best. Bye.